Hi everyone, so welcome to my front garden. So the road is over there. So in my front garden I do have flowers, but I also plant veggies wherever I get space. And I have this pot plant that has cherry tomatoes. So these cherry tomatoes, I didn't grow them like personally from seed. So when I moved into this house about 3 or 4 years ago, the cherry tomato the plant just started growing, and I left it to be. And from there onwards, what I do is, if I like the cherry tomatoes or any plant, I just throw it on the ground so that the following year it starts growing again. So I did the same here, where I just put it in here. So for example, if I want the cherry tomato to grow in there, I'll just throw it in there. So next year it will start growing. If you see here, I have other tomato plants, and I think, let me see, no, it's still just flowers, no tomatoes yet. So there's a tomato, I'll show you now. So there's a tomato plant here, there's another one here, then there's another one here. And can you see here, I see different cherry tomatoes. These ones are round, so it means I threw quite a few, another bunch of round cherry tomatoes. And these ones, can you see, these ones are similar shape as this one, like this pear shape. So they are ripe when they're this color, the yellow. But these ones, I did have them last year, remember, so it's just small red cherry tomatoes. And in the same garden bed here, I have sweet potatoes that I'm growing, and spring onion and flowers. So this is how I garden. Okay, but the reason why I came here is because when I was looking through my window, I could see that I have ripe tomatoes. So let us try and harvest together. I usually use them for salads. They're nicer as a salad. Okay, let me just taste one. I'll wipe it. Sweet. Not tart at all. They don't have that, sometimes the acidic taste of cherry tomatoes. These ones are just nice, sweet, perfect for salads. I hardly cook with them. I usually use them in salads or sandwich, and they grow so well. Lots and lots. If you have these ones, this plant, it will give you cherry tomatoes the whole summer. So I just need to come back here and water this nicely, because the plant looks a bit dry, or the leaves look like they are struggling with the heat or something. So I will just come back. You see, like this one, you see it's torn like this. Sometimes if I don't want to eat it, I just throw it on a garden bed where I wouldn't mind having a cherry tomato plant the following year. So that's how I make my life easy. So even this one, when spring came, I actually forgot about it. I was gonna put some flowers in this bed, in this pot, and then I started noticing that I have a tomato plant growing, and I left it. And then I took, because it was more than one plant, I took some of the plants and I planted them in another garden bed at the back orchard garden. So I will have more cherry tomatoes that side. But these ones, they were the first two to germinate, and now I've got plenty to harvest and eat, and I will continue to have more for the rest of the summer season. So this is where we are. Lots and lots of ripe tomatoes, and they're so tasty, especially if you harvest them now. Okay, this one is still green, so I will throw it back in the garden, in the pot. There's a lot more than I initially thought. This bowl is filling up. Okay, put this on the floor so that I work better. But here, there's a lot. I'm gonna enjoy these. I think I feel like egg and bread, and then I'll just have the tomatoes on the side. Okay, all right, there's more here. I'll go for these ones, and then there's more over there that are ripe, and then I'll show you the bowl when it's done, when I'm done harvesting. Okay, so this is the amount of tomatoes I ended up with. A nice big bowl. Okay, and then I just watered this pot a bit because it looked dry. I will come back and cut the dry leaves so that the plant looks much better, and it is just left with the green leaves. But you can see there's more tomatoes coming up. They're still a bit green, and some are showing a shade of yellow, but I won't harvest now. I will let them ripen on the plant. So yes, I don't know if you can see in the background, this is rosemary, and then these are sweet potatoes, different types of sweet potato leaves, sweet potato, and that's also sweet potato. And this is my cosmos. It's looking lovely. It's coming, and more flowers and sweet potatoes in between. Rosemary, more sweet potatoes here. Cosmos, looking good. And that's it for now. Thank you, garden. If you watched until this far, please consider to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.